Well, I have picked up at the electronic store an old power supply. That's a 5-volt, 35 amp output supply. Linear. As you can see, I've ripped the transformer pretty much out of it. I think those big caps are good, but that little black guy sitting down there with the top all domed up, looks like he suffered some overload condition. Everything. It's an Ichicon, so I'm surprised. So here's what I was really after, is this beastly of a transformer. Look at those copper things. My finger. Everything. Here's a... Oh yeah, here, this works even better. Here's a regular standard 3.5mm audio jack. That's big. This thing weighs a ton too. Well, whatever just got caught in between it and another object, just like crunchy crunches. She's a heavy beast. Those two get connected, and those two get connected. Together. Those are your inputs. That is, I don't know what that one's for. 1 and 3 get connected, and 2 and 4 get connected. That's the way I got it. These two are wired together like this. Probably set up for paper winding on it. Quite a nice little transformer. Well, I shouldn't say little. That thing's massive. With my hand. Thing's pretty big. So I have a feeling these windings that you see that are pretty heavy gauge are probably going to be somewhere around maybe 8 volts, maybe 6. It could be 4.5, and then they're just wired in series. Because this is its own tap, this is its own tap, and this is its own tap. So they're completely isolated. So I think what I'll have to do is connect that to that one to that one. But what I'll have to do is, if it's out of phase, I'll have to take this guy, connect him over here to this guy, and likewise this guy would have to connect like that. That would be your output, and then that would be your output. Those would be your outputs. These are your center taps. And then these are some logic voltage, but look at the logic voltage parts are pretty thick too. That's at least 18 gauge wire down there. Why isn't it focusing? Stupid thing. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. I'm going to salvage all 4 of those big caps out. I'm just going to test these diodes. Yeah, these are diodes. They're Fairchild, I believe. No, they're Motorola. I thought they were Fairchild. I cut them across probably some that are Fairchild. I don't know. I don't like Fairchild semiconductor anymore. Had too many issues with linear regulators from Fairchild not working right or blowing out too easily. Yep, but that's a nice little transformer. It's going to have to be cleaned a little bit and everything. Probably get some navel jelly and everything. That's oil. Didn't really do much. And then I tried Goop Off. Goop Off did that. That's Goop Off oil and scraping. Got it shinier. and everything. I'm going to lose this thing, but I don't really care because I'm going to spray paint it black anyways to match the rest of it. That's just rosin. It's down in there. It's harmless. But yeah. But that's what happens when you live in a very moist environment. Oh yeah, I have to also be mindful that I could hurt the laminate. See the laminations? Pretty rusty in between the laminations. Yeah, sort of. I'll probably give this thing a nice coating in some sort of epoxy-based black paint designed for Transformers of this age. These copper wires. They gotta put. If nothing else, this would be a good transformer for blowing up electronics on if it doesn't do what I need it to do. What I want to do is create this into make this as if it was a solar panel for a charge controller, so I can make a spinning standby APC. Basically, power comes in to the transformer, the inverter charges the battery, a lot of my current will come from the transformer mainly, and if the power fails out, then this guy loses power, the inverter will continue on running from the battery, acting as a APC basically. But this would be a phase converter is what it would be called. These are little rubber things, or little plastic things, nylon. So this guy here's stuck in the transformer. But I'm also going to get some new bolts, because these guys are kind of nasty. Yuck. But yeah, that's what I do on my days off, or my off time from work. Work on stuff like this. I have a Sun Raiden inverter, and that's what this guy's going to be used for. Yeah, you say, well, why don't I just go, and buy one of these, in a 15 volt, 50 amp. Well, there's no fun in that. And these things, I want isolation. These are not very well isolated. That's what I pay for it. Same place. There's the little input that